On this week's highlights, President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday arrived in Katsina to receive the remains of the former President Muhammadu Buhari, who passed away in London on Sunday at the age of 82. The news agency of Nigeria NAN recalls that Vice President Kashim Shettima departed London in the early hours of Tuesday with the remains of former Buhari back to Nigeria. On arrival at the Umaru Musa Yar'Adua Airport, Katsina, Tinubu was received by Governor Diko Rada, former Vice President Yemi Osibajo, governors, Chairman of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barau, and Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas, and others. The remains of former President Muhammadu Buhari has been buried at his residence in Daura amidst tears and prayers by his immediate family members, President Bola Tinubu, governors, ministers, and the masses, among other thousands of mourners. The burial was attended by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, former Vice President Yemi Osibanjo, President of Guinea-Bissau, Umaru Sissoco Embalo, and the Prime Minister of Niger Republic, Ali Lamin Zain. Others were service chiefs, captains of industry, former governors, representatives of the President of Chad Republic, Islamic clerics, and other high-profile personalities from within and outside the country. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday led emotional tributes to former President Muhammadu Buhari during a special Federal Executive Council FEC session in Abuja. The president also announced the renaming of the University of Maiduguri, UNIMAID, to Muhammadu Buhari University, Maiduguri, in honor of the late statesman. The session, convened in honor of the late statesman, was attended by the leadership of the National Assembly, top government officials, and members of the Buhari family. Tinubu praised Buhari's legacy of discipline, patriotism, and moral uprightness, calling his life one of quiet courage and unwavering service to Nigeria.
Can we adopt the renaming of University of Maiduguri with a new name as Muhammadu Buhari University, Maiduguri?
President Bola Tinubu on Sunday paid glowing tribute to the late Awujale of Ijebu, Oba Sikiru Adetona, calling him a mentor and trusted confidant. The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that Tinubu, alongside his wife Senator Oluremi Tinubu, visited the Oba's private residence in Ijebu-Ode for his 8th-day fidal prayer. The president offered prayers at the tomb and extended heartfelt condolences to the royal family on the monarch's passing. This was before they proceeded to Dikpo Dina Stadium for the main event, where a large crowd was already waiting. At the gravesite, Tinubu stood in quiet reflection, praying for the Oba's eternal peace and honoring his extraordinary legacy. The solemn gathering drew Islamic clerics, dignitaries, and well-wishers to celebrate a revered traditional ruler who reigned for 65 remarkable years. And finally, Vice President Kashim Shettima says the late former President Muhammadu Buhari has in death proven himself as the greatest son of Africa. Shettima made the statement during the 3-day fidal prayer held at Buhari's residence in Daura, Katsina State, for the repose of his soul.
President Muhammadu Buhari has proved to the world that he is indeed one of the greatest sons of Africa. May Allah grant his soul eternal rest.